What's good, YouTube, and welcome to another KaibaHacksDartz Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today, we're back with the Wicked Gods, and this is for October 2024. You know, another deck list, deck profile, deck update for some of our favorite boys in here. If you don't know the Wicked Gods, they're kind of a retrainish of the Egyptian gods, kind of darker versions. The Wicked Avatar is kind of the sphere mode of it. But, you know, Slifer, Obelisk, basically. And we'll run through them quick, just in case you don't know. But, same thing as God cards. You know, they need to be tribute summoned. And, this one basically makes it so your opponent can't activate spell or trap cards until their end of their second turn after this card's activation. Plus, it has 100+ attack, equal to the highest monster on the field. Except the Wicked Avatar, because, you know, that would cause problems. We're running 2 of those. We got the Wicked Eraser, same thing, you know, and then this card's attack and defense are equal to the number of cards your opponent controls, times 1,000, and during your main phase, you can destroy this card, and if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, destroy all cards on the field. So, you know, a good removal kind of thing. It's got its different uses. 2 of those, like I said. The Wicked Dreadroot, we are only running 1 of, just because, you know, he's not as versatile as the rest, and can kind of downgrade, say, the Wicked Avatar if he's on the field as well. But it's the same thing, but all defense and attack of other monsters on the field are halved, and, you know, he's got 4,000. So the Wicked Gods, beautiful little stuff. We'll move on to some of the newer sauce that we got in here. 2 Reactor Slimes, and I'm kind of teching these guys out right now. As you can see, their first effect is during your main phase, you can activate this effect and special summon 2 slime tokens. And also you cannot normal or special summon for the rest of the turn. We're basically ignoring that because, except for Divine Beast monsters. We're basically ignoring that because they are not Divine Beast monsters, the Wicked Gods. They're just dark and fiends. But during the battle phase, quick effect, you contribute this card to set 1 Metal Reflect Slime from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and it can be activated this turn. So basically what the play is to try with this is to just get into that Metal Reflect, so you can go into that Egyptian God, so then you can go into, or the Egyptian God Slime, sorry, so then you can go into one of your Wicked Gods, or whatever play you're trying to hit. So we're running 2 of those to try it out. Next, we got the 1 Gap the Divine Soldier. Just, you know, like I said in the last video, he is in the manga, at least related to the Wicked Gods. His effect in the manga is that it's the same thing, but for the, I think he gains more attack, and it would have been for only the Wicked Gods if you revealed them. But still, he's a fun little card, and like I said, he's Wicked God adjacent, so we like to run 1 of him in there. If it was taking it straight to a tournament, or locals, maybe you would take him out for something else. That's up to you, though. We got the Divine Serpent Ge, like I said in the last one. He kind of fits into the off-brand gods, you know, the weirder gods. Plus, he's just a little techie piece, so we got him in there as well. Next, we're running 3 Arima the Wicked Warden. He fits in well, just because, 1, his name's, it's got Wicked in there, and then it works with the layer of dark displays and dark monsters and such. Plus, his ability to, add 1 dark monster with 2,000 or more defense from your deck can work with some of the Wicked Gods to get them out instead, or at least to your hand. Next, we are running 2 Scapegoat. Find they can be a little bricky sometimes if you're running them at 3, so we're just going 2. Same thing with the Guardian Slime. Basically got this in there just to get into that Egyptian God Slime in a different way. Plus, they're pretty decent little cards, and can be used for some techie little pieces. Obviously, if you got Winged Dragon or Ra, it's a little bit more useful, but he's still pretty G. And like I said, we're trying out the slime stuff. So we got the 2 of the Guardian Slime. Obviously, those numbers could be adjusted. I find it can be a little stally, and you might not want to go into have 3 in hand or 2 in hand. Next, we are running some crust on him, apparently. 1 Jaregadoo. I'd recommend bumping this up. He was kind of a jokesy card in the beginning, but I actually find he does come in handy, especially with Arrivals, which we also have. So it's during the battle step, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, gain 1000 life points. You can only use the effect of Yugioh once per turn. In quick effect, you contribute this card, then target one face-up monster you control. It gains 1000 attack until the end of the next turn. So lots of ways to bring him out, maybe use him for either just getting over something, or to, like I said, arrivals or whatever, into some god cards or whatever plays you're trying to do. The Wicked Gods. Next, we're running one Phantom Sky Blaster. Pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of bring him out as a wombo combo piece and try and bring out some more tokens to go into big plays. And we just have a Tell Us Little Angel. Like I said, I'd probably switch this out for Yugioh. I'm kind of trying to stay away from the angels. I find they can be a little stally and such. Not the best plays, but if you like them, you can go more angel-driven. I just find the darker monsters, the fiends and stuff, all kind of work better with some of the plays I'm running. But that is the monsters. Next, we'll move into spells. We got 2 Mound of the Bound Creator, just to help out, the Egyptian god slimes and the Wicked Gods. Maybe, Divine Serpent Ge. Plus, just its extra abilities. Obviously, not adding 1 divine monster from our deck. But we can do that 1000 damage and such. So it does have its useful plays for helping to protect whatever monsters you got out there. You could also have it out and protect your Metal Reflect Slime. So if you're just trying to stall out a turn with that, 3000 defense, plus it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, that's pretty good. Next, we're running 2 Layer of Darkness. Obviously, to go with the Arma, the Wicked Wardens. All face-up monsters on the field become dark, and once per turn, you attribute a monster you control to activate a card effect. You contribute 1 dark monster your opponent controls. So you can do that with the Arma to draw cards or get into some of the Wicked Gods. And obviously, the Torment tokens and such for the number of tributes, so you can maybe get more stuff off in future turns. Or just have more kind of defense plays. Next, we're running 2 Arrivals. And you could run this at 3. I've been trying to just a double summon in there, trying different stuff to see what kind of works with different plays. But like I said, you can kind of go in, use, Yugioh or whatever in different stuff to get those plays and go in for a battle phase god. That way you might have more of the situation kind of predicted out. People less expect you to go into a big summon in your battle phase, So 2 of those. Next, we're running 2 one-time passcode. This is just more fodder for monsters, of course. 2 Scapegoat. Now, I do have these, but what I haven't kind of worked in is more, I need more like Link Spiders and Link Karibos. So what you can do, obviously, is special summon 4 Sheep tokens, and you would do it, on whatever, on their turn, sorry. And they can't be tributed, right? So what you're going to do is get your Scapegoat tokens. I don't know if I said Scapegoat, sorry. Scapegoat tokens. And then you are going to go into Link Spiders. Or possibly, more off. You could go Link Spider into whatever, into another Link Spider. So you can get rid of all 4 tokens. Or a Link Spider into, whatever. And you're making them into non-goats, basically. So then you can use them for those tributes. So it kind of gets around the cannot be tributed for a tribute summon, because you're just making them into Link monsters that are Link 1, and then using those for the tribute summon. So that's kind of a play I'm working with. Like I said, I do need to get more Link Spiders and Link Karibos. I just got the 1 Link Spider right now, but 1 Monster Reborn, classic. 1 Change of Heart. Of course, those are just kind of your classic, you could throw in Regeki or Harpy's Feather Duster, stuff like that. A double summon, like I said, I could have just thrown in another 3rd Arrivals, but I'm just trying to see, having some different options. This way I can do it before the battle phase, tech out different stuff. A Terraforming to specifically, search out whatever field spell we might need at the moment. And then we are just running 1 Divine Evolution. It's still a fun little tech piece and can come in handy sometimes. It's not the most useful card, I find. I think it's a little underwhelming sometimes, at least in this deck. But that basically covers the spells there. We'll move into traps. We're running 3 Wabaku. These can obviously be traded out for a lot. Just kind of stall pieces to work into for now until I get a couple more pieces for the deck and figure out a couple more things. We are running 3 Reflect Slime, obviously for the Egyptian God plays, you know, Reactor Slime, that kind of stuff. And then just 1 back to the front, another just kind of filler card, you know, this way you could just bring something back, and then maybe bring out that Phantom Sky Blaster, get enough tokens to go into something, maybe Arrivals, or, you know, do different plays, whatever you're trying to do. And that is all of the main deck. We'll roll into the extra deck now. Of course, we're running 3 Egyptian God Slimes because there's just so many ways to get into them. And you can keep them pretty protected if you can get 2 of them out there. And then you have Mound of the Bound Creator. You know, they're pretty much invincible out there. Pretty much. Virtually. But nonetheless, pretty important piece to the deck. For the kind of scapegoaty plays that I do have right now is just a Link Spider and the Proxy Dragon. Like I said, these are basically just to turn those scapegoat tokens into tributable tokens. So obviously the Link Spider, and you could go down to Proxy Dragon, maybe get a couple, another Link Spider or 2, or a Link Karibo, whatever. That way you can use all those monsters to go into stuff, and possibly, like I said, maybe use 2 of them to go into something else that maybe works with your plays a bit more, or makes it so you can recycle a bit more. There's lots of opportunity there. And then we have, of course, the Geonator Transverser, just one of my favorite cards for generic-y stuff. Great way to, you know, you could swap out a token for one of their decent monsters and then attack that token. Especially you could put it in attack. Lots of great ways to mess with it. Plus, you could just have him pointing at something to, you know, stop it from being destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Next, we just threw in an Underclock Taker. You know, just some more generic-y kind of stuff. And then a Pit Knight early. Another nice generic-y little piece. And of course, there's lots more opportunity for different cards in here. I'm still kind of working out what I want to use exactly. And then just a Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. This is just maybe if you can bring out 2 God cards for whatever reason in one turn, or you have one out, but you can't do anything with it. So you can't attack at least. So maybe you could go into the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon and get in a fat 2,000. Or maybe if you're stalling out, possibly into 4,000. So it's just another kind of weird tech piece for the deck, especially if it's kind of a win more, or just a different option if you do have 2 God card or 2 Wicked Gods on the field. But that covers the deck. Like I said, check out the first profile. I do go into some different ideas. I'll probably link that in the description or in the comments. But let me know how you like it. You know, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think you would add, or what I could add, possibly, to beef up the deck. Like I said, there's still lots of opportunity to make it better. It's just getting slowly better and better as I work on it, and I'm trying to make it a real key deck, try and get those plays so you're just kind of one-turn God carding almost constantly, and still have cards to kind of recycle and go into stuff, getting the ratios right. So like I said, let me know if you can think of any cool tech pieces, stuff like that. Make sure to check out my other deck profiles. I do them pretty often, usually about once a week, maybe more, sometimes a little less. You know, and Yu-Gi-Oh! DIY projects. Right now we're in the middle of remaking Dungeon Dice Monsters, as well as other stuff all the time. Plus just lots of different other content, Yu-Gi-Oh! Based, of course. So like I said, you know, make sure to check that stuff out. Hit the little notification bell, so you see future content when it drops. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Peace.